They say just do it. I say do it like this. The question on the table right now is, what do you want? You know, answering these big questions is very important in terms of having a settled identity, having a way of moving in the world. But at the same time, the question, what do you want, is problematic. I speak English, and it's my first language. I'm learning Dutch. I'll say why later on, some other time. Maybe I'll share that only in person. French will maybe, I want to learn every language on the planet if I could, but Dutch is going to be first, and the third language, we'll see what happens. Anyway, we're talking about what do you want, and I'm going to mention this because the way English is structured, right? What you want, it feels like something singular, right? That's the feel when you say it in English. And that's actually not even reflective of the reality, right? You are a bundle of wants. You have many, 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 many wants at the same time. And they change over time. From moment to moment, the wants change. So the question is a bad question in terms of deciding how you want to move, or deciding what you want, or even thinking about desires. I used to think that there was a difference between needs, wants, and desires. And I've come to the place now where I think they're all the same, and I think that the distinctions that we make between needs, wants, and desires, like I need this, like I need water, but I don't need soda, right? I think these distinctions are all distractions from what's really important. So what do you want is a bad question. And of course we have to break it down and say, okay, what's the right question we should be asking? And that's what, I do in conversation with people, is I'll ask them what they want and then start to break it down and find ways about what should you be doing right now. See that, right? That was kind of like the key, right? I can't help myself, man. What are you doing? Right? And even that has a non-scoped aspect to it. But I'm just going to stick with the basics right here. What do you want's a bad question. Learning how to orient yourself differently on the inside so that you could overcome the problems inherent in the language in which you were enculturated. That's a key to the kind of internal orientation and reset that I'm talking about. And I'm going to say this probably in many, many videos. This is not Tony Robbins, this is not Oprah, this is not Brendan Bouchard, this is not any of this guru, Deepak Chopra, any of these kinds of people and goals, what I'm talking about here. This is a real internal insert, that's an interesting slip right there. Change that's, like I said, unlike anything else. And once you start resonating in it, you'll realize that there's nothing more important than maintaining and fellowshipping in this resonance. So the topic here was, what do you want? And you want a lot of things. Sorting through them, organizing them, categorizing them, prioritizing them is important in how you move, because you're doing it. You're already doing it. You're already organizing what you want. So you're starting to get an idea of why I say it's a bad question and why we need different ways to approach these topics in order to move in the world in a desired direction. They say just do it. I say do it like this.